What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Hockey Lab podcast. As always, I'm your host, Coach A, here with
Coach Guards.
And we're joined by a special guest from San Jose by way of Port Perry, Ty Dellandrea. Ty, thanks for being on, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
First pod? Second pod? How many?
Yeah, probably second or third. First in person, that's for sure.
Well, the other Zoomer.
Yeah.
What have you done previously? Which ones?
Zoom, teammate for a bit, Ethan Cardwell. He ran a podcast for a while. I forget what it was called.
Okay.
I did it with him in junior.
Okay.
Oh, in junior.
In junior. He ran it in junior when he was playing for Saginaw or Barrie.
Ahead of his time.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, very much so.
He was good at it. I got his buddies he was playing in the OHL with. Yeah, that might be it.
Well, welcome. This is this is a pretty relaxed one. So we're just going to chat. We'll talk about your journey a little bit, talk about your transition into the pro hockey. You're in your 6th year now, pro?
Yeah.
6th, yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, I think so. I was talking to your dad on Sunday about it. So he was like trying to do the math. He was working backwards.
Crazy how fast that goes.
Well, I was saying, like you're out hurt right now, and you've been pretty fortunate, really. Like this is your first like major injury, is it not?
First injury, yeah.
Like,
I mean, couple good fingers, stuff like that, but nothing that kept me out more than 3 games or a week. So
in junior too?
Yeah, junior too. Nothing.
Yeah, so you've had like, I don't know, 11 years of hard hockey.
Yeah.
And been pretty fortunate. But
exactly.
Yeah. How's San Jose?
It's great. It's been awesome. We have a really, really fun group, young group that's been taking strides this year, so it's been a blast.
Do you feel old now in the league?
No,
not yet.
I don't feel old. I feel maybe a bit older on this team for sure than when I was in Dallas.
But Dallas was a bit of an older team, was it not?
Yeah, we had an older group, veteran group.
Yeah.
So it's just 2 completely different kind of structures of teams.
What's the biggest difference? Is it just is there any huge standouts from Dallas to San Jose? Is it just, is there more energy in San Jose because it's younger and there's more excitement, or does Dallas just go by, and they're set in their ways and they know what to do?
Yeah. Dallas, it's veteran teams chasing cups. That's the goal year after year, right? They're trying to get to that endpoint that they haven't been to in a while. So the mindset's a little bit different where we're in San Jose and you're in a bit of a rebuild. You got these young studs coming up. You're building for the future. So there's a exciting vibe around that. There's a buzz, especially this year when we're starting to win some games and we got these guys playing really good hockey.
So would you say in Dallas, it's just kind of like they go in, they come to work, and then they leave. Like there's maybe the ups and downs aren't as much, or there's like the level of energy, of excitement after a win, isn't it? It's like kind of like they know what to expect.
Yeah.
They just get the job done. The regular season's a little different, or just the mindset's different.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you said it. That's the standard. You win every night, and that's how you win every night. So when you win, it's not very much celebrating. You're kind of moving on, getting ready for the next game right away. So more regular season is just, business, getting better. And then when playoffs is when it really starts.
Do you find that maybe would they fine tune stuff, like prepping for something, like, you know what I mean? Like they know, okay, let's work on this because we're going to need this in the playoffs, or is it just?
Yeah. I would say they're definitely more, it was definitely more fine tuning, and you're working throughout the year for playoffs. Like that conversation would come up more, like when we get into playoffs.
Yeah.
This is going to be crucial, and you might be halfway through the season, kind of thing.
Right.
So that was different for sure.
What's the fan base like in San Jose? I know you guys are winning some games because they're like, it's legendary from back in the day, right?
Buzzing,
like when they were. Yeah, when they had a good team and they were winning. Like, Shark Tank.
Tank. Yeah, the Tank's been buzzing. The fans have been great this year when we've been winning games. I remember when I got traded there, everybody would talk about how before this last little stretch where they were struggling, how it was the hardest place to play.
Really?
You'd come in, if you got out of the first period, you were lucky.
Really?
You'd be down 2, 3, 4. The first it was so loud, and the energy kind of just took over. So you're starting to feel that when we play. It's I don't know if it's the acoustics or what, but it's Rob's told me that this morning, that he was like, yeah, I probably seem louder than it was because it just is loud out there when they're buzzing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
My dad used to tell me stories about the old Chicago stadium. It was just like, he said, it was just, people would say how loud it is, but you couldn't imagine it until you stepped on the ice.
Yeah.
So like, I wonder if, that's starting to come back and stuff. And like, so there's tons of energy. I mean, we were talking the other day, you're like, but also a younger coach. So it's like, you guys don't stop. You just go, eh?
Yeah.
Like that's crazy I find, like the schedule that you've had and you're just pushing.
Yeah, we're working, and it's good. I think it has paid off, and we've made some big improvements because of that. The work we've done as a team, practicing, working on stuff. So we've made some big improvements even just this year. Ryan Warsofsky, he's been great in terms of that. Like, he pushes us. He expects lots from us, and that's the way it should be. So it's been great as a player and as a team. We've took some big strides, and you can feel it.
Okay, let's back it up. You played a cow your whole career.
Central Ontario Wolves. Yeah,
grew up Port Perry, played a cow.
Yeah,
got drafted from there to Flint.
Yeah.
What was your minor hockey like?
Yeah, I loved it. I loved minor hockey. Guys, I played with probably the same. If there's, how many guys are on a minor hockey team? 16?
17 with the two goalies, so 15.
15.
Yeah.
I probably
Plus
played.
you play in the G and they take 11 when you're like in grade. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, I don't know what it's like nowadays, but I probably played there's probably a solid group of 13 of us that didn't change over the whole time. I started minor Pee Wee to minor midget, so I played a lot of years with those same group of guys, with a few guys interchanging. But yeah, I loved it. Kind of, we weren't great in minor hockey. We didn't have a big pool of people to pull from, but we had a tight group. Kind of felt like just a little group of us.
Underdog story.
A little underdog story.
Yeah.
We weren't from the city. We were like, we're not way out there, but it's like we were from Uxbridge, Port Perry, Lindsay, Fenland Falls. Like, we're facing these guys that are, from the big city. So it felt good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sam.
Yeah.
So did your dad play? No?
Not at all.
So how'd you get into it? Or just like you just came home from school one day, you're like, hey, I want to play hockey? Or
Yeah, we had rinks like in our backyard growing up.
Yep.
So my dad never played. He played basketball. My mom, there's a story. My mom says that that her kids could play whatever they wanted, but not hockey. So I don't know if there's more to break down about that, but that's what she always used to say. We had a rink in our backyard growing up, so that was like the first taste of it. My buddies had rinks. I remember down the road, so we would just play, and then started probably later than most, slower than most, and fell in love with it.
How old were you when you started playing organized hockey?
I think I don't know, but minor Adam was my first year of organized hockey.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe
How is the do you see the minor hockey in San Jose? Like, is it building? Like, do you guys get any touches with them? Like, I'm sure you guys do some stuff, but like, do you see it around the rinks? I know, there's those teams from the West Coast are starting to come, and the Americans, there's tons of them. Like, is a lot of the old guys that have played in San Jose back in coaching and stuff? Yeah,
you got a lot of guys around, like Joe Thornton, Patrick Marlowe, their kids, they're around playing. There's other guys too. But yeah, it's growing, I would say. I don't know what it's growing from, but San Jose, our practice rink has got in there's like 8 pads.
Really?
Like a lot of pads, and it's packed all the time.
Dallas was big too. Dallas is another big.
Yeah. There's
a couple kids up here that are from Dallas. That's some good hockey players too.
So I think it's growing down there. I mean, it's not like here. It probably never will be, but it's growing, and you see kids playing all the time. It's packed. We're in a place where hockey's probably not as popular in minor hockey.
Yeah. I think too, you get a lot of the guys like you just mentioned giving back, or they're coaching, and that's kind of like what we talk about.
Driving it.
Yeah, like the ex players and stuff like that, right? So,
yeah. When did you know? When did you know you might have a chance? Like
to play in the
OHL
or to play
both. I guess like in the O. Like, when did you know you might have a chance? Did you think you were going to go play in the O? Like, when you were a kid, was that a goal, or you just like playing the game?
Yeah. We would go to Generals games.
Yeah.
And being in Port Perry, so we'd go to a lot and watch, and that's what I wanted to do. I struggled in Major Bantam. Like,
talked about that.
Yeah, we were talking about it the other day. Like, I struggled in Major Bantam, so I remember having talks with my parents going into minor midget. Like, all right, like when do we keep going? Like,
Like struggled, like you just weren't having fun?
Wasn't having fun, wasn't enjoying it, wasn't...
Too much pressure, you think, or just...
Yeah, I don't think it was pressure. Like, I don't think I was at Major Bantam. I was like, I'm going to the OHL. I want to go to the OHL if I don't get there in my life. So we're like, not that type of pressure.
Yeah.
I honestly think it just wasn't going well. Wasn't having as much fun stage of my life. And then minor midget had a good start, kind of popped off, started scoring, feeling good. And I didn't probably think until halfway through minor midget that I could even play in the OHL. So
right.
Did you play your first year in the OHL? Like, did you play at 16?
Yeah, I played
How
at
was
16.
that?
It's great.
Oh yeah,
Loved it. Yeah. Went to Flint. It was their second year as a team, so we were fresh as a team. Had a great group of guys. I still remember like some of my OAs and stuff that year that were just awesome. I really enjoyed it, and taught me a lot about hockey and life. So I loved. What
was that adjustment like, Port Perry to Flint, Michigan?
It was crazy. Like, I don't think I was ready. I don't think anybody's quite ready to move
home at 16.
Move away at 16. Like, you're fresh turning 16. So I had a great billet family, which helped. My parents visited a lot, which is a long way, like 4.5, 5 hour drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're so in it. You're consumed by it. You're just playing hockey, living the dream that you wanna play. So you're not really thinking about much. But yeah, you're not ready to move away at 16.
Any of those OAs or guys place in the league with you now or against you?
I mean, Nick Camano was an older guy that I played with in Dallas and in Texas, in Austin. So I played with him for a bit. But my always were like Ryan Moore, Alex Peters. I think Alex Peters might be playing overseas still, but they're buzzing and they were great for me. Like my first year, I'll always remember them.
Yeah, because we talk about it now, like how hard it is for a 16-year-old to play with all the rule changes and stuff like that. And like we even see some of our guys, right? It's just a big change from the maturity level and stuff to get away from home and
to play a different, like harder hockey, especially now, like coming down the stretch. It's getting tighter now. Like the big guys are playing bigger now. Like it's hard. Like the young guys are hurt. Like if you look around the league, like the 09 guys, like most of them have missed time. There's not a lot that haven't been hurt at some point this year.
Yeah.
So you jump from there, obviously, you get through it. What do you think, like, okay, so what do we say, 7 years you've been there now or six?
I believe 6 years pro, one in the minors.
So what's changed for you? Like do you think you're just getting smarter and what part of your game? I'm sure you're still getting better, because if you weren't getting better, you wouldn't be continuing to play. But like, what is one thing that you think that's helped you just continue to, keep pushing forward? Is it the brain side of the game, or is it your physicality? Like you're getting stronger and faster still. I know that's still important. We talk about that, but for these kids, we try to talk about getting better every day, every year, right? Like, what have you learned that's helped you?
Yeah. I think where I'm at is I'm still learning. Like I'm learning the game at the NHL level, and I mean, no one has it figured out, but I would say just in the last year, even learning how to play consistently at that level. It's crazy to say because I've been doing it for a bit and in and out of the lineup, up and down years, but like I'm still learning how to just play the game at that level and growing, and I think that's exciting. Is that there's still ways to improve that, and I think a lot of it just comes down to poise, like slowing down a bit. My games, I play pretty fast, forechecking, penalty killing, that thing. Like I have a pretty high motor, so I think just what I'm learning lately is like slowing down a bit, having some poise, seeing plays happen. It doesn't need to be 100 miles per hour every shift, or you can slow down, use your edges, see the play happen, let it develop.
You're saying that about Macklin, like that's the thing you noticed most about him, is just like his poise out there.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't rush it. He works hard. Like no one will ever watch his game and say this guy's lazy or doesn't work hard. But he's not flying around. He's working hard when he has to work hard, and he's
not a lot of panic.
He's like an old Italian man.
Yeah,
rush.
That was that's what I was trying to tell Cam the other day. Is like watching Royce on a Wednesday. It's just like there's just no panic.
Exactly.
It's just like it's like, oh, I got it over here. I'll wait a little bit. I mean, he's not playing against the same level of talent, but like we're just watching that now. Like the speed of this Olympic hockey is going to be insane.
Yeah.
It's just like the guys that can slow it down. And I think that comes with, like what you said, it's like comes with consistency, comes with knowing the league, knowing, you know, how to play the role and stuff like that. But I think for kids growing up, like through it all, it's like, you know, and we've talked about this, the way we coach nowadays is like, if it's about winning, then you just kind of default to like the things that are the easiest to do when to win, right? Like get pucks deep, get it out off the glass. And we got to be careful that if we do that too much, then we're just taking like the poise and the skill out of the game. Really.
The development, learning.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like everything before the NHL is a development league,
which should be.
It should be. You know, like the OHL is a funny one. Like especially being there this year, like you've got kids that are drafted by National League teams, and all the NHL team cares about is like their readiness to play next year, the year after that.
Yeah.
Right. And then you have your team that, like, you know, wants to push. Like, we're trying to win a season. We're trying to win a Mem Cup. Like, we're trying to get after it. And so you have these almost conflicting interests on the player.
Yeah.
Right. Team saying one thing, you know, your team that you play for says another. And so the and college hockey for that matter too, like they're interesting leagues in that regard. Like they're not like they're development leagues, but they're also about winning at the same time.
Yeah.
So it becomes a unique challenge, I think.
Yeah, like when you were playing junior, right? Like you were being taught things and stuff too, but it was a different type of thing, right? Like there was more.
How were you guys? How was Flint?
I was
during your time there.
Flint was great. I loved it.
The team, like, was the team?
We made playoffs the first year, and then we're dead last my year 2 and 3, I believe.
Yeah.
And then our fourth year got cut off by COVID in, call it March. When did the world shut down?
Right.
March.
And then, but we were, I think, up there with the best in the league. Like we added for a run and whatnot. So yeah, 2 years were a disaster, and then last year was really good.
Is that, you sometimes wonder if that's almost not, I don't want to say the best for kids, but like you have the opportunity to try things and play and make mistakes and
Have like less pressure.
Yeah, it was, looking back, it was good for me, like, to play in every situation, you know, PK, power play,
Yeah, big draws, like late with everything.
You know, minutes against top guys. Situations. So it was good for me looking back. I mean, obviously you want to win more, but development wise, I think it helped me.
Yeah, we talk about that with Cody a while back too, about him leaving like that really good hockey team in Markham to go play somewhere else because he's like, I want to push myself, because we were just steamrolling teams. And that's kind of happening. And like with what we see now in minor hockey is this guy's just steamroll guys, right? Like 11-1, 12-0. And
that's not good.
No, it's not. And I don't know, something's got to change. I mean, something's got to change. I don't know.
No.
It's just, you know, you almost want to, it's like a goalie. You don't want to never have a shot, right?
Right.
So
what advice would you give then the kids coming up, like who are trying to make the jump, like from minor hockey to junior to the pros, like now that you've had a chance to look back on it a bit?
Yeah, it's a good question. What came to mind first would be like, don't rush it. Like, you might have goals to want to play in the OHL or play in the NHL, but I feel like looking back, that was all I was focused on, was like looking at the OHL, be like, okay, I got to get there quicker and faster and like make that next step. And then once I got to the OHL, it's like, okay, how can I make the NHL now? And it's good to like work at that. And you want to work on things to make the OHL and then make the NHL that jump. But there's time in there that's crucial to enjoy where you're at and have fun with it, so you don't look back and be like, I was just wishing I was somewhere else. And B, I think it would have helped my development or my growth more, just like not so much worrying about the outcome of where I wanted to be, but just the process of what I was doing daily, you know?
Another good one, the process.
Yeah, process.
I like that.
It's about the process. Yeah.
It goes by fast, man.
Yeah.
I remember sitting in London my first year and just looking out at the rink going, oh, this is going to be great. And then you snap your fingers and like junior was like a blur. We weren't great. It was hard. Yeah. And like, you just miss it. Like, you just miss everything about it. Right. So, I think process is huge. I think it's about everything. It's about gym. It's about the ice. What, when you were growing up, who was your favorite player?
Jonathan Taves was always Jonathan Taves and TJ Oshie were my two guys. Yeah.
It's a shot. You didn't see that one
I
coming,
didn't
right?
see that one coming. Yeah. Watched that guy score 4 unbelievable shootout goals at the Olympics. I was standing in the hallway when he walked in. I was like, that was pretty nice. I was stretching. I'm like, that was nice. Yeah. He just walked right by.
That was crazy. That Olympics. Yeah.
What, I guess for your parents didn't play and your mom didn't really want you guys to play. So what was their relationship like? Like, were they just supportive? Were they like, that was it? Like, were
supportive,
they didn't care?
Didn't care.
Car rides home. How are they?
Like, not about hockey at all.
Really?
Like, nothing about playing better. It was like, he got in the car, it was like, you have fun? Yeah. Or no. And if it was no, it was like, all right, let's talk about it. Like, what's going on? But, like, I don't remember my dad once saying, like, being mad at me. And there's moments where he probably, could have been upset, or, like, he always wanted me to work hard and have fun. And I did for the most part, I think. I was pretty good about that. But, there wasn't ever any grumpy car rides home because I didn't play good enough. And I'm very, almost like, looking back, I'm 25 now, but he's still my dad. But I'm like proud of him that's kind of how he handled it, because I think it was very beneficial for me just growing up and enjoying the game.
Well, it meant that you were just a kid that played hockey, right? Yeah. You weren't a hockey player. You were a kid that played hockey, and so it wasn't your identity. Yeah. There was a chance it was just an expression.
Exactly.
And
it's hard. It's a hard thing, I think.
How are you doing on that, bud? How are your car rides?
You know what? I'll be honest on here. I mean, I had some hard ones when I was a kid. It was hard.
Well, I was asking about you.
Now it's
yeah. He's like, no, I don't say anything.
I'll be honest, my dad wasn't the best.
Throwing the poor guy under the bus.
I took a deep breath. He's like, oh, but
flex. You see that deflect?
Rest.
No,
rest in peace.
I think, like hard work for me. Like when somebody says you have to work harder, I find it difficult nowadays to tell kids to work harder, to the sense that you have to tell them more why or what to do, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like I still remember this. We were playing first round of the playoffs, and like our GM came in. He's like, you guys got to work harder. He said you got to block more shots or work harder. I'm like, how can we have the puck? We have the puck all night long. Yeah. Like, they maybe had 17 shots like towards the net. I'm like, you want us to block more shots? We have the puck all the time, and like, or work harder. Like that answer is for me is like, you have to give them something more nowadays. I think kids are a little bit smarter. They watch all the YouTubes. They watch skills. They do skills. What do I need to do more of, right? And maybe it's even better to go back to that thing, work harder. Just like, but I think my conversation.
I was gonna say you still haven't answered the question yet.
Yeah. In the car. I would say I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. I try to be. I'm very cognizant of it. Having two boys, it's different with each guy, right?
Right.
You have to sort of one's motor goes all the time. One's kind of like motor isn't good, but it's because it maybe comes a little easier to him, and so that guy needs a little bit of something different. But at the end of the day, it's hard. It's changed. I think it's even since you've played minor hockey, it's changed. Yeah. I think it's keeping up with the now
financial commitment has changed too for parents.
Financial commitment, but it's all like that's fine. I mean, they're doing something they love.
No, I know.
But at the same time, it's like you want the best for them. And I think if you revert it to any sort of life skills, like you still want them to work hard. You still want them to compete. You still want them to like try to get better. That's it. Yeah. Just get better and have fun doing it. If you don't have fun, you're not going to get better.
If you don't have fun, you're not going to get better. And what an opportunity, like the information you can pass on to your kids is crucial. Like some of that information that I would have wanted as a kid, like I couldn't go to my dad and be like, Dad, I don't really know.
What do you think? What do you think about this?
Like, no offense to my dad, but he had zero clue. You know what I mean? Like,
but he played a sport, right? Like, he played. But you're right. I understand what you're saying.
What I mean, like you teach us. NHL guys.
Pass your pucks. You teach me.
But like, you know what I mean? You have information, valuable information that you can give your son.
I think there's also an added. I think like we haven't talked much about this with Robs, but I think there's an added pressure when you're somebody's son.
Well, I can for sure.
Like maybe, and I'm not saying it's not great for the way you come through, but you kind of come under the radar. Nobody knows who you are. Okay, that's kid's really good, and you know there's that commitment too. But I think there's Stewie said it to me the other day, and I think it was a really interesting point. There's a lot of stress. Like you are now in a stressful situation playing in the NHL. Like it's your job. You want to compete. You want to get contracts. You want to win. You want to continue your journey, right? And that stress trickles down throughout the league. So, like, how can we minimize that stress on our young kids right now to make it as minimal as possible? Because it's going to come. If you continue on in the sport, you know what it's like.
Yeah.
You wake up early, you come work out, you eat well, you sleep well. Like, it's a great life. Don't get me wrong, but there's still a lot of stress on it, right? So, like, he made a good point. Like, try to minimize that. And I think that's the car ride home. Like, hey, it's over. It's done with. Okay, what can you do better? I like the almost say, how do you feel you played, right?
Yeah.
That's always a good one. Yeah. Or like,
what did Marky say? You got goldfish, like
goldfish.
Goldfish, right?
He said he
Marky
doesn't.
said that?
Oh yeah. Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you use the iPad a lot on the bench?
I do, yeah, and I'm trying to get away from it.
Oh,
yeah,
that's it. Denver said that yesterday. He said he stopped using it altogether.
yeah.
Because he's like, I couldn't let my shifts go, which makes sense.
Yeah, that's a skill I'm learning in itself, is like the guys who can just let it go after the game, like good game, bad game, let it go, move on.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
That's a hard one. I struggle with that. Some guys just checked out, and then you're like, okay, can you check back in? But yeah, fighting's a funny one for that, because like you just know if you got beaten in between rounds, you're like, oh, that wasn't good. You're on the same. Can't open my left.
Fighting, like,
Can't open my left eye. Well, it was the belt buckle.
right?
You come in, the coach is like, "What'd you think?" You're like, "Not good." He's like, "Yeah, not good." But they got to be honest with you, right? Because you got to, like, you only have 2 more rounds to close it out. So you get there after the second, and then like you sit down and you can't breathe. Your heart rate's 200. And they're like, "So you're losing?" And you're like, "No, I know." They're like, "So you have to win." You're like, "Yeah, no, I know. I'm aware." Like, so it is interesting.
But you want to know that, right?
Well,
In that situation,
you have to know if it's close or not, of course. Because otherwise, like if it's like touch and go, like say you win the first and the second one's like touch and go. It's like you have to get this one, because it might not go. Like, it might swing the other way. We think we have 2, but we can only have 1. And if we lose this one, like we're gonna.
But then, so if you're up, do you just like stay out of it?
As soon as I don't know, it's tough.
Because then it's like taking the pedal, taking your foot off the gas.
I actually wish there were no rounds. I wish that you just ran 15 minutes straight through, or 10. Pride used to go 10 minutes and then 5. I wish it was that, because like it's good both ways. Like if you're getting beat, so I've had fights. Like I had a fight in Montreal, Alex Morgan, the hardest I've ever been hit. The guy hits like a truck, still fights. He dropped me twice in the first, and like thank God for the bell, because like if not for the bell, like I'm probably not there. But then I've also had fights where I've had a guy like wrapped up in a choke and the bell goes.
right?
And so if I get like 1 more minute, like he's gone, right? And so it goes both ways. So it can swing both ways. So it's tough. But I wish it was 10 minutes and then 5. That's my thought.
To be in great shape.
Well, but
that's
you'd break a guy down. Like, right? Or you get broken, but that's the beauty.
So,
is that an advantage to your style? Or
for me, it would have been, during my time, for sure. Yeah.
Like go longer for a longer period of time.
Yeah, just like drag a guy down 100%. Just wear on him. Especially guys are like fast, explosive. Like, just lean on him a bit, let him burn out. Like it's no, like hockey's not, it's not dissimilar, you know what I mean? Like it's like depending on the team you play, like the way that you play the game, the style of play, like it's like you take.
It's just a single guy doing it instead of 15 or 17 guys doing it.
Yeah.
So you want to lean on teams, right? You guys want to wear teams down.
Yeah, 100%. Like you finish a check on a defenseman, like you have a 7-game series and you hit him every day for the first 4 games. Like by game 5, 6, 7, like it's
a real thing.
It's a real thing. Yeah, it's a real thing.
Yeah, I think we talked about this before. We had Roger Federer's coach come talk to us before playoffs, and it was back when him, Nadal, Murray, Djokovic were all
heyday of tennis.
Yeah, heyday of tennis, and was like, what's the difference? And they said like they know some guy can play good for 1 set against them, but they can't keep that level up over a 5-set match, right?
Like so other guys coming in.
Yeah. Like they might lose or they might win 7-6, but they just know that because of the way they play and they grind, they don't miss shots, they just keep the pressure on. That those guys will break before.
Momentum, it changes. Like it changes you, the way you play, the way you think.
Yeah, but so for the iPad thing, is that something you brought in personally, or is somebody told you, said, hey, like maybe it's an opportunity?
No,
you just
I think
try something different.
Yeah, I was just like, I needed to just play, like a way to just play more instead of thinking and looking back. Like, there's positives to it for sure. Like, I could have made that play there, but then you're just wishing to go back and do it over again, Where you don't look at it, I can just focus on playing, like next shift mentality. Like
More,
I can't control.
You're saying
what
the
just
Barks
happened.
more engaged in the game.
Yeah, more engaged, more in it. I can't control that someone was open, I didn't make it, or I made it and I didn't score or he missed. You know what I mean? Like it's over. You know?
Yeah, I like that.
More engaged.
Playing like you're a kid again.
Yeah, trying to.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, bud. Well, thanks for coming on. We're coming up on 30 here, so you got a busy day of bacon sourdough muffins again or something like that.
A little more bacon or something.
Ty brought in some bacon today.
Do you try one or no?
I will.
Yeah.
No.
If they're left, if you're lucky.
Yeah, I know. Well, hey, get well soon, right?
Yeah.
Injuries open up new hobbies.
Exactly.
Yeah. Books.
What's that book?
Lonesome Dove.
Okay, I got it marked. I'm going to read it. I'll call you in a month.
I'll ship it to you.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. That was fun.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.